Okay, let's continue our day with writing. We're going to continue to develop our understanding of the GRASS task where your goal is to encourage Australians to travel within Australia post COVID-19 in order to improve the growth of the Australian economy. So basically, we're going to be writing persuasive paragraphs or creating a persuasive brochure to convince Australia to domestically travel in order to give more money to the small businesses that were suffering due to lockdown. Okay, let's have a look at Blinky Bill. Blinky forming his opinion. Before giving his very strong opinion about the reasons why Australians should travel domestically within their own country to support small businesses, Blinky went for a wander to see what had happened around Sydney. He was distraught to see how many had closed. Blinky became passionate about Australians getting out and about once lockdown is over to provide support. Okay, now remember you're taking on the role as of Blinky, who has one goal to convince Australians to travel domestically to promote tourism so that businesses around those particular areas can stay open. So you could see that he's started his adventure around Sydney. He's in the city over here. All the businesses are closed. He went to Darling Harbour. You could see he's next to the Opera House. There's nothing open. They even closed the beach in Bondi and the surrounding restaurants and cafes. So what I would like you to do over here is help Blinky write a persuasive sentence to convince Australians to explore Sydney after lockdown. Here are some sentence starters and some very persuasive adjectives that will help you write a very dramatic sentence, which is what we're actually after. So, for example, you might say, after lockdown, it is our patriotic duty to make sure that we domestically travel in order to support the disastrous, catastrophic events of lockdown that have caused businesses to close. Okay, that's an example. Just one sentence there. For religion today, we're going to focus on the Ten Commandments. So, Moses and the Ten Commandments. And these are the commandments as Christians that we try to adhere by and live by to guide us in making good choices in life so that we can become closer to God. There is a video here that shows in a representation of when Moses was actually given the Ten Commandments by God. But what we're going to actually focus on is the second commandment, where it says, "You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain." Now, what that means is that you should not use God's name in a negative way. Okay, so sometimes people say by accident, they might have stubbed their toe, they might be frustrated, but it's actually a very important commandment that we do follow because it shows respect to God. Now, if you would like to listen to the story, just log on to the KWL school account. Sorry, it's just disappeared. Okay, so just log on to the KWL school account and I will show you in a moment how to do that and how to log on so that you are able to view that text. Another commandment we're focusing on is the eighth commandment, where it says you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. What that means is not lying. So as you can see in this image, the boy with the bat is lying about the boy with the yellow top having broken the window. And God really thinks that lying is something that we need to avoid, because when we lie and we don't tell the truth, then the sinfulness just grows in our hearts, and we don't want that. Everybody does it by mistake sometimes, or because they might be concerned or they might be worried. So it's just making sure that you eventually do tell the truth, especially to somebody that you do trust. What I would like you to do is create your own 10 commandments, what you think they should be. So here are the commandments that are simplified for children. Put God first, worship Him only, no bad words, work 6 days and rest 1 day. So making sure that you give 1 day to God, like Sunday is a Sabbath day for us. Obey your parents, harm no one, don't cheat, If it's not yours, don't take it. Tell the truth. Don't be jealous of other people's stuff, or should say things actually. So I want you to come up. What 10 commandments do you think that we should live by to be good people?